Okay. In our previous slide or video, we understood what is an algebraic expression. So we also understood variables, constants, and coefficients. Let's take an example. 2x plus 3. So 2 was my coefficient, x was the variable, and 3 is the constant. So we also understood what is a term. Terms are separated by plus or minus. So here 2x is one term and 3 is another term. So there are totally two terms. Remember that. So now let's try to understand types of algebraic expressions based on terms. So if there is one term in a sense, my expression, if I write an expression with just one term, there are no other terms, 2x, then what happens? This is called as monomial. Monomial is an expression which has only one term. So if I use two terms, this will be binomial. Binomial. So if I use three terms, 2x plus 5y plus 2, this will be trinomial. But keep in mind, anything more than 2 or equals to or greater than 2, all of them are called as polynomials. So this differentiation of different types of algebraic expressions depends on and the number of terms. Although I've used two variables, don't worry about it. So this will be just an expression with two variables, but there are three terms. I can actually use just one variable with and also try to use come up with trinomial. So let's just even before that, let's just understand how what I have done is here. If you look at it, x and y, two variables, but their powers are 1. So let's understand that part, mainly that part, power. What is power? So either you have learned exponents, you must have learned exponents or powers, or in your board mass somewhere you have learned that O, which is order. So let's just go back and look at these ones. How do I write? So if I'm actually writing x to the power 2, that is a power, that's a base. So we'll come back to this entire session under exponents video. Lots to learn with lots of exponents, but now let's just understand what is x to the power 2. Read as x to the power 2. If it was x to the power 5, it's read as x to the power 5. So how do I get this? If I multiply any variable or even number, let's take both examples. X multiplied by x actually gives rise to, I am multiplying it by 3 times, which is x to the power 3. For now, let's just understand there are 3. I'm going to raise it to the power 3. When we come to exponents, when we learn laws of exponents, then we'll understand how we are actually going to get 3. So for now, just understand there are 3 variables, same variables, multiplied 3 times, power is actually going to be added, which is 1 1 1 going to be added, and it turns out into x to the power 3. So if I'm writing it back, that's how I'm going to write it. So let's take another example. If I'm going to take a number 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, what happens here? 1 2 3 4 5, that will be 2 to the power 5. Even the number actually has the power, it is read as 2 to the power 5. So same thing goes with any variables, any numbers. But actually if I multiply this, I get a number. But if I'm expressing in terms of exponents or the power, that's how I'm going to write here x value. So if I'm actually going to give x value, x is a variable, so if I'm going to give x as 2, then it will be 2 to the power 3. Any number, whatever number x variable takes, that's to the raised to the power 3. So keep this in mind. So how is it actually I'm going to use this in algebraic expressions? So let's just take an example, same example, but with powers. So let's say if I'm actually going to use this 2x square plus 5x plus 3. Variable, variable, coefficient, coefficient, and a constant. So but if you look at this expression, the highest order or highest degree of this expression is 2. In the sense, the highest power in this expression is actually 2. So that's why degree of this expression is 2. Understand this, because when we go to equations, we'll be able to differentiate equations based on degrees. So here the main thing to understand under types of algebraic expressions is what is a monomial, what is a binomial, what is a trinomial, or anything greater than equals to greater than 2 terms is a polynomial. So here there are 3 terms. This is actually going to be a trinomial. But the order or the degree or the power degree of this expression is 2. So let's just take another example. 5x cube minus 3. I don't have other terms here, but doesn't matter. But for me, this is still an algebraic expression. So the highest power is 3. So the degree of this expression is 3. So that's all you need to know under algebraic expression.